I did fight 20k back on the video. So it had this past weekend, Conor Bedford, and a lot of the people are saying on Twitter and on various social media networks, that his power don't seem the same anymore. It don't seem like it's funny that his power, it seemed like it was knocking everyone out before the drug allegations. Now he's not, and just find a guy. I think they fought at 154, but I think Conor Ben saying he's going to go back down to 147 if the Eubank fight don't materialise. I don't think that fight should happen, if I'm honest with you. I've lost interest in it. I don't think, and a lot of the people I've lost interest in it. I don't think anyone wants to watch that fight, if I'm honest, because of like the whole drugs thing and the whole how it all happened and how it was handled. And Conor Ben still hasn't got a UK license. Obviously fought on this card because he's in America. And it's funny, like it's not get to fight in another country, but he can fight in another country. Like there's too much loopholes in boxing. Like we need to have in boxing, like you have like in football, which is as you Americans, if you Americans are watching it, they call it soccer. In football, you have the FA, who's the governing board of everything in the Premier League. That they have the Premier League, but you have the FA who control the rules and the guidelines and everything, and that's what should happen. Like, you've got UEFA who govern the European, and the world governing body is FIFA. Like, it's got a governing body where a lot of them are corrupt. Don't get me wrong, but if boxing had there's too many commissions, too many different in America, different states, and the UK, you can fight in the UK on a European license. It needs to be there needs to be some kind of thing where if it's not clear to fight one place, you can't fight another place. I just don't see what's the point in having people banned or drug problems and they're kind of fighting somewhere else. Like I don't get how that even works. But I didn't watch the Conor Ben fight. I just highlights of it, and obviously the geezer that he fought. Obviously I went on box for it, and he's seen the geezer ain't fought nobody. His biggest name is Conor Ben. People he's beat, to trying to make it got iron chin and blah blah blah. It could whatever good chin, I don't know, but end of the day, Conor hit in full mass and like full on flushing the chin, and it didn't really budge him. And I think maybe there's a and I just think people that I have that I've been around and that know about drug cheats out of bodybuilders and so forth know, like they know what clomid is used for, what they're used for. Like if they get tested or whatever, it's a cloaking agent. It can be used as a cloaking agent. Like, so it could have well been on something, you know what I mean? Like, because the level of clomiphene wasn't blah blah blah. But the thing is, I guarantee the clomiphene is probably what pops in the system, but that's not what he took. Could do something else because it's usually used as a masking agent. So it's difficult, and when until Conor Ben actually, like, the thing is, he can't clear his name now. It's the way how he's handled it, like media wise, how he's handled it with the board, how his whole been handled in totality, has caused people to doubt him and if he genuinely like a clean boxer, because he didn't go about it in the right way, so he didn't do himself any favours in that regard. I just think that it's just, for me, I can't trust it. I can't trust it at all. I actually like the guy. I actually really like the guy. I've sat down and spent time with the guy. I've spoke to him on 2 or 3 occasions, and he's a very down to earth guy. Like, although he's a silver spoon kid, he's very down to earth and very humble. Like, so his dad has installed good morals in him. So I don't know if it's. I don't want to accuse him of being a dirty fight, but just because of it, because I've spent time with the guy on a few occasions and spoke to him. you know, his dad was you know, someone I looked up to as a youngster. You know, I remember watching him and Eubank fighting as kids. You know, watching Jerry McLennan fight. You know, you know, and it's like those were big nights for me. Like, you know, as a kid, I'm trying to give Conor the benefit of the doubt, but he ain't done himself any favors here. How he handled it, and he didn't do anything to try and clear his name properly. But let's see what happens, and obviously everything will be cleared out sooner or later. Hopefully we can get some kind of conclusion to the story. You know, this document that he submitted to the board, like, is it just smart legalese, and it looks all smart, and on the surface it looks like it's a good and viable excuse, but it's not a viable excuse. I don't know, but we're seeing it. We'll see what happens anyway. End of the day, it is what it is. We can't change it. It is what it is. It's part of the game. I think, you know, everyone thinks in boxing that most people are on stuff, and it's probably are. The thing is, like, because you can legally kill someone, that's why I have the issue with it. With bodybuilders, I don't really care, because they're only harming themselves. Like, and that's something that they've taken on themselves, and they're taking themselves and on themselves to do that. So that's okay, not harming anybody. But when you step in a ring, like, or step in a cage, and you're fighting somebody, you can legally kill somebody, and you've taken some substance to give yourself an edge. I just can't respect it. You know, because it's manslaughter. You know what I mean? So, like, I really want to say it's murder, but it's manslaughter. It's horrible. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about it. It's a negative subject anyway. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and good stuff, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm out.